welcome everyone. I am so honored that I get to interview the one, the only, the legend, the myth, the man, Dre, Dr. Dre without the doctor, McLaughlin. And he was part of chapter 7. His chapter was called Fear is a Response, Courage is a Choice. Hey, Dre.
Hey Jay, just want to say a massive, ginormous, gigantic, humongous, huge thank you to you for interviewing me, and also for giving me the opportunity to be in the book, and everything that has transpired from then has just been a dream come true. So truly, deeply grateful to you from the bottom of my heart.
Yeah. So what have you been up to? As you know, just everyone knows all about you, and we're gonna get into that after. But how have you been, and everything that you've been going through with your business and everything that's been going on?
That is a great question. So how's everything been? So business is good. So I'm not sure how many people know that we've got a partnership together. So you're part of Authority Bosses, and we're also working on these book projects. So I think we've got about 4 on the go at the moment, plus the second book that we're working on. So Permission to Flourish 2. Super excited about that, and the co-authors that we've got on the journey. And I guess it's a little bit of a secret, but when people, tune into this, then I'll be in England. So I'll be in England with Antoinette, girlfriend, and also business partner. So life is good. And also I started to read the Bible at the beginning of this year. I'm about a quarter of the way through. And I've realized that there's so many things in life, but everything originates from the Bible. So I'm on a incredible, phenomenal journey at the moment.
Beautiful. So, Dre, can you tell us a little bit about yourself? I mean, you just shared the journey that you're on, but tell us about Dre.
Oh, tell us about me. So originally from the UK, so don't hold it against me. I'm going to be going back very, very, very shortly. So living in the Gold Coast in Australia. My background is in recruitment and sales, and started this business that we're in, Authority Branding. It would have been, Authority Branding actually started off as job search branding, so helping people get into career positions. And that's transpired because what I've realized over that time from the start of COVID was that I'm really good at helping people sell themselves. And I love listening to people and their story and their journey. And I believe that life came down to choices. So with the choices, why did you make that decision? And it's interesting hearing and reading authors, share their stories and the decisions that they made, and how that's all got to the outcomes of where people are at. So that's pretty much me in a nutshell.
And without giving too much information away, because I think you have an amazing story. Every single story in there is all different, all unique, but everyone has a story that is just amazing and uplifting to anyone that picks up this book. So give us a little overview of your chapter.
Yeah, thank you. And that's a great question. And it's it's funny or interesting that you say that, because I know that we speak to a lot of people and they say, I don't have a story, I've got nothing to share. Who's gonna read it? But everybody has a story, and my story was something that was really painful and you can say traumatic to me. So being in the corporate world, and then I'm sure everybody remembers COVID. It wasn't too long ago. So COVID happened. I lost my job it wasn't so much losing my job because I expected it. It was the way that it happened. So there was people that I trusted and went above and beyond. And without giving too much away, at the time I thought it was the worst thing to ever happen to me, and how am I going to go and get another job? But Steve Jobs has got a quote that says you can't connect the dots looking forward, you can only connect the dots looking back. So as I was writing the chapter and looking back, I was able to connect the dots and realize that it's been the best thing to ever happen to me.
So as you were going through this process, what was the writing process like for you as you were, putting the pen to paper for your story?
Oh, do you know what? The writing process was, I enjoyed it. So I'm someone, I think I'm similar to you, Jay. If we're busy, if we're doing things, or we might be going through something, we just sort of, there's no excuses. We just get on and just do it. Like we just, we've got just really super focused and disciplined. But sitting down, having to think back, and there were so many things that I'd forgotten or put them in some sort of compartment. So a very powerful process. I think the word is cathartic. And special. Yeah, it's very special to be able to be given the opportunity to sit down, think back, put pen to paper, and just write the story of what happened and where I was then in relation to mindset to where I am right now, or when I started to write that chapter.
And as you were going through this process, how was the collaboration with your fellow authors?
Collaboration was awesome. So together we built such a great team of co-authors. And this is something that you've mentioned quite a few times, the backgrounds of the people that we have, from someone in Dorothy in South Africa to say Alyssa James in Sydney, Australia, and everybody had a really powerful story. And then you kind of, this, for me, it's I look at my story and then I read everybody else's story, and how do they have the power and the strength to keep fighting, to keep going, to keep being resilient? Yeah, it's amazing. So personally, I'm super excited about the next series of books. So we're working on the second book with another 15 authors. That one's about breaking free from fear. And then I know that you've got some ideas for the third one. So I'm just looking. It's the best thing to sit down and read people's journeys and the pathway that they've taken.
I love that. So in your chapter, Anne, if you could share some tips with our audience from your chapter.
Yeah, so a couple of tips would be people can't see your dreams, your vision. The closest people to you want to protect you. They don't want to see you hurt. They love you. And my chapter, I went through some struggles, not having $3 not being able to afford to to buy proper food, and I'm so grateful for that experience. Not at the time, because I was really hungry. And it's funny that we've been talking recently about fasting, and fasting is a choice. So I wish I probably would have had that mindset back then. So life's pretty short. So if you've got a dream, if you've got a vision, if you've got a goal, you need to pursue it, because if you do the hard things now, then life will be easy. If you do the easy things now, then later on, life is going to be a lot harder for you. And I'll just share one more, which is, I mentioned it in the book, probably in a different way, but Tom Bilyeu, he's the founder of Quest Nutrition. He's got a quote that I used to say to myself all the time: it doesn't matter who you are today. What matters is who you want to be and how hard you're willing to work to become that person. So for anyone that's tuned in now, if you are in a tough place, especially the way the world is at the moment, so I know that there's many people that are struggling in all different ways. This won't last forever. So whether you believe in God, universe, you have like another faith, things will get better. And yeah, just do everything that you possibly can to have the life that you want, that you dream, that you desire.
Oh my gosh, that's so beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. And I know you shared that you were moving back to England, but what else is on the horizon for you in 2024 now that it's February 2nd there in Australia?
It is, and I think it's the first for you. I think even in time for you. So
yeah,
great question. So we have, me, you, Antoinette are going to be focusing on like authority bosses, so like helping people through that program. Also, actually, I'm going to get you to explain this in a minute and what's happening in September. Really looking forward to that in Seattle. And what else? Yeah, and then just so many more of these book projects that we're working on. So really that is the goal for us, just to streamline some of the processes that we've got, just to make things easier for ourselves and also our clients. So Jay, I'm going to throw the question over to you. So do you want to tell us, so I'm super excited in September, so do you want to tell us about Seattle?
Yeah, so Seattle, we are going to have a awesome event, and it's going to be September 27th, 28th, and 29th. It's a weekend. It will be 2 full days of just a lot of learning and just meeting a world-class speakers, leaders, from all over the globe. And Friday, we're going to have you have the opportunity to meet these people as you're having dinner. So more details will be coming. And Dre will be flying too. Him and Antoinette will be flying to the States to be a part of this. So when you think of Seattle, you think of the Space Needle, but also think about, we have Amazon and Meta and Google and all the other big corporations of tech and aerospace. So much things going here, but we're going to have an amazing event in Seattle. It's going to be great, and I think you're going to enjoy it. And that's part of the 2024 horizon with Authority Bosses. I'm super excited, Dre. This is supposed to be all about you. How dare you flip the script on me? But that's how it is, right? Because when you're in a partnership, and you're building something great to help people, you celebrate together, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, so, I appreciate. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead, Dre. Go, all yours.
Yes, I was just going to say that I appreciate you. So I'm going to say what you've done for myself, Antoinette, the A2A Average to Authority family, is huge. The opportunities that you've given so many people, and I hope you realize this, that what you you're the brainchild of this, and none of this would have been possible, without you, and having the incredible authors on this first book, phenomenal authors on the second book, and what many people probably don't realize about you is that you have got the biggest heart. Like, you're genuinely is it a saint or an angel, or you're just such a, you're like, no, no, I'm not, no, I'm not. you are, you're such an incredible human and beautiful soul. So so just extremely grateful and blessed, to have you, in my life, in our lives.
And same here, because, like they say, it's the circle that you surround yourself with and work together and get things done and share. Because the more you share, the more you give, the more you can help others, because whatever you put out there, you get it back tenfold, and you can continue to help. And that is what it's all about, just paying it forward and helping as much people that I can. And because at the end of the day, we're all here to make an impression and do something amazing. So before I end, because you're the dad of dad jokes, like you're the king of dad jokes, let me share this with you. And we'll see how it goes. Why don't eggs tell jokes?
Is it got something to do with no yolk or something? I don't know. Why don't eggs tell jokes?
They crack each other up.
Oh, wait. It's so terrible, but I like it. I love it. I'm gonna steal it.
You can have it. I was like, there's no way I cannot interview you, and even every conversation, right? We have to have a dad joke. So I'm like, we need a dad joke. So with that being said, turning it over to you, Dre, before we end this.
So once again, Jay, just thank you for absolutely everything. Being part of this project or projects, should I say now, is dream come true. And for anyone that wants to get involved with, say, the third book in the series, Permission to Flourish 3, reach out to us. And if you are scared, maybe you've been through something, maybe it's traumatic, or you've been lacking belief, or whatever it might be. We've had some sort of trauma. To help other people, the easiest way to do that is to share your story and to share your message, as well. Because if you can, it's not about impacting millions of people, thousands of people. All you need to do is just, one person to read your story, they be inspired, influenced, impacted, and that one person is the person that can go and impact millions of people. So we are looking for more authors, and we would love to have you on board and hear your story. Thank you, Jay.
Thanks, Dre.